Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Sonali from It Starts at Home, and I hope everybody is doing great. Guys, in today's video, before I get going, I'm just gonna ask you something really simple is when our kids are reading book or when we are encouraging them to read books, what is our main purpose? Not just reading, but to understanding what they're reading, to reciprocate and write down what they have understood. It could be difficult words, it could be spellings, it could be a plot that they're reading that they've not understood. But how do you make out, like, how do you understand that whatever they're reading they've understood? The only way is when you reread it and you understand, and you're having a conversation or you have some questions, or they re-narrate a summary to you of the book. Right? Sometimes they're able to write, sometimes they're able to say orally, but how do we make it into a process, or how do we encourage them to do it over and over again? And to do that, Vivan has been reading and he was okay to write till a couple of months ago, but at this time he's getting really lazy and he doesn't want to write his book reviews, or he doesn't want to tell me. Also sometimes he says, no, I just know it, I don't want to do it. But to just formalize the process and to make sure that you're thorough with what you're reading, I had to come up with something. And I thought that being a second grader, I can introduce him to write a book review. So this video is like, what are we going to do and how are we going to write our book reviews? If you want to know more about book reviews, guys, I can actually make a step-by-step video and teach how I have worked with Vivan to write book reviews. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my template and what are the informations that are going to go in my book review and how are we going to adapt it in our daily reading process. So Vivan recently finished this book called The Ickabog by J.K. Rowling, and he finished this he finished this in February, but he did tell me a couple of things about it, but I think this book has a little more than what he has told me. So I have gone through the book and I know exactly what he has read, and now I created this format for him, which he's gonna fill today. So from today, it's a brand new thing that we're gonna starting, but I just wanted to share with you guys before we do. So a book review. It's not a very serious document that I've created for him. Book reviews are generally very tedious and there's a lot of information that goes in, but that's not my idea for making it for Vivan. In this one, he has to write his name and grade. He needs to write the book title, the author and illustrator. So this is a very important information for kids to write. And the most important thing is to write. So I am just doing it to encourage him to write here the information about the book that he has written. So his name, his grade, book title, author and illustrator. Then you have these 4 boxes here. Box number 1 says summary. Box number 2 says, what was your favorite part of the book? Okay. Then box number 3 tells you, tell a little about the main characters of the story. And the 4th is, did you like the book, and give the rating. So this is exactly what it is. And it doesn't have to be a very thick book. Vivan also read this book this week, so he's going to be writing one for this too. And he's currently reading this, so he's going to be writing one for the non-fiction too. So fiction, non-fiction, any kind of book, thin book, thick book, all they have to do is they have to just find those basic details and write. Now in summary, they have to just write some points and the overall plot. They do not have to give all the information there. Now, what was your favorite part of the book? They have to give the reason and the instances. So like an example to show that this was my favorite part of the book and the reason why did they like it. Now tell a little about the main characters of the story. So they can write the names and if there is a trait. So like in this one, the king is really kind, but the 2 ministers are extremely clever, and they are, there should be another word for them, they are mean. Okay, so they have to look for different adjectives to make sure that they come up with the traits to describe their characters. So you can, and trust me, you do not have to tell your kids to write all of them. They can just pick and choose, because this is going to be the first one, so I'm not expecting this to be perfect. This is going to be a process, and I will make sure that I'm making a stack of the prints and I'm going to keep it in the room. And every time he finishes a book or he's reading a book, I am going to put it right there. So like once he finishes, he has to take it out, he needs to fill it in, and then I try and save and put them all in a file and folder. Do you like this book? So are you recommending this book for the other kids to read? If you have a rating, give it a 5-star. So like if you that's the 5-star, that's a recommendation. So guys, this is what we're going to try and do it today, and I think it can work out. And I'm sharing the free printable link down in the description box below. If you have written a book review, or if you want your child to engage in this kind of activity but you want to know more, just leave a comment below and I'll be happy to share. Thanks for watching guys. See you next time.